So much for the introduction of the teams. The Speedway Bluebirds are coached by Merlin Voss, who's been handling the chores for some 45 years. Verona is coached by Bob Wondrock in his second year. These two teams are fairly evenly matched as far as size goes. The Bluebirds have a little bit taller player in there, Graham Hildebrandt, starting at center. Steve Wondrock and Derek Poles are the tallest boys for Verona at about 5'10". Wondrock gets the tip, goes over to Poles. Poles down underneath to Badron. Wondrock gets the rebound. Hildebrandt. 2-2. This is Lonsdorf. Down to Wondrock on the side. Back to Lonsdorf. Badron. He loses the handle. The Bluebirds come down the floor and lose it in the lane. We have a foul called on Wondrock. Bluebirds look to get it inside to Hildebrandt. Lonsdorf with the steal. Tries to get it to Badron, no good. And it's tipped out by the Bluebirds. Verona will get it under their own basket. Into the big man Poles. He tries a jumper, no good. Badron with a rebound. Back down to Burrows. Badron, he'll try a popper. No good. Wondrock gets a rebound. And he rolls it in. 4-2 Verona. Solowinski. Down to the big man, Graham Hildebrandt. Tied up at 4. Verona is running a man-to-man defense at this point. And Badron takes one too many steps. Although the stands look empty across the way, the bulk of the people are sitting to the left and to the right of the camera. We've got a nice crowd here this evening. Hildebrandt. Wondrock with the rebound. All knotted at 4. That was tipped out of bounds by Holowinski. Wondrock out of the guard position right now. He normally plays forward and takes it down the left side as the movement is done on the inside. Way over to the right side of Badron. And it's stolen away by Holowinski. Tipped out ahead. And looks as though the Bluebirds get it back. That's number 42, a boy that we don't have in our program here. I believe that was Egan, Jeffers Egan. Lonsdorf puts it up. Wondrock with the board, up underneath and off the backboard. 6-4 Verona. Down to the big man. Tipped away by Derek Poles. Burrows with the ball. Back to Badron at guard. Lonsdorf takes one too many steps as he pops from the outside. Got Holowinski, Hafley, Hildebrandt, Weber, and Egan for the Bluebirds as they have the ball. Down underneath to the big man. That rolls off. Wondrock brings it down and loses the handle on it. Holowinski puts up another one, no good. Verona dodges a bullet that time, zipping it all the way down the court. And we have a foul on the play. Jump ball, or I should say the jump shot attempt was taken there by Derek Poles. And he was fouled inside. Let's see if we can catch that here. Didn't catch the foul on that one as he puts up the first one good. And misses the second. 7-4 Verona early in the first quarter. Down underneath the Hildebrand. The Bluebirds are within one at 7-6. Seems like the big man Hildebrand is shooting at will. Lonsdorf tries one. Wondrock with the rebound, puts it up. Puts Verona up by 3, 9-6. Little scrambling. Wondrock comes up with the ball out to Lonsdorf. Lonsdorf sees somebody free, gives it to Poles. Joe Badran with a little 10-footer. Nice arch. Ball is stolen from Egan. Badran couldn't keep the handle on it. He had a clear lane open all the way to the basket. Egan at the guard. There's Hildebrand, the big boy. That ball is rebounded by Wondrock. Up to Lonsdorf. He sees Burrows. Verona's up by 7, 13-6. Reaching in foul by Badran. Into the game, number 16, Halfley. .41 and 21. Excuse me, is that 21? That was Holowinski. Wondrock sharing the chores of bringing the ball in. Badran on the left side tries one. It's off. Hildebrand with a rebound. Holowinski's down the floor, and his teammates don't see him. Egan with the ball. Verona still in a man-to-man as the Bluebirds, Speedway Bluebirds from West Middleton. There's one from almost three-point range, even though the three-point shot is not in effect in this tournament. Tipped away. We're having a little scrambling action in the forecourt. Down to Burrows. Burrows will jump, no good. And Speedway comes back with the ball. Tipped away by Wondrock. Into Hildebrand. And a foul. Foul on Derek Poles. The Bluebirds close within 3. And Hildebrand makes it within 2. Verona is not getting much outside scoring as the ball is tipped away. And that was Holowinski there. He took a little shot to the face as the ball bounced off the scorer's table. Lonsdorf to Burrows. Back out. Bluebirds are a very good defensive team, reaching in all the time, trying to steal that ball away, collapsing on the guy with the ball. There's his Wondrock. Holowinski. And he traveled. Lonsdorf loses it. Burrows will put it up with a little time left. And that's the end of the first quarter. Both teams doing very well here in the consolation championship game. Verona is out in front, 15-11. In the first quarter for Verona, Wondrock 10, Badran 2, Burrows 2, and Poles 1. For the Bluebirds, Holowinski 2, Hildebrandt 9, and that is the extent of their scoring. Two of the big boys for both teams are doing the bulk of the scoring as Wondrock and Hildebrandt. Coach Wondrock here is giving his starting lineup some directions for the second quarter of play. The Verona team is made up of primarily 8th graders, although there are 3 7th graders on the team to fill out the roster. All the boys are from the Verona Middle School. Verona will have the ball out first here in the second quarter. Well, they changed their minds. The Bluebirds will have the ball out. This is Weber down to Hildebrandt. And he looks easy, makes it look easy as he jumps in. Bluebirds are within 2. Oh, that ball was thrown away by Badran over the head of teammate Burrows as the Bluebirds come on the attack. Holowinski, Weber, they're looking for the big man again. They seem to want to feed it to the big man inside. And he seems to want to, or has had the opportunity to get that ball in quite easily. There's a timeout on the floor by Coach Wondrock of Verona, as the Bluebirds only trail by 2, 15-13. We have 2 fouls on Derek Poles, and that may be one of the reasons why Coach Wondrock wants to change things at this point. Here's Coach Merlin Voss with his starting lineup. Coach Voss, as I said before, has been doing this for 45 years. Quite a commendable job. There's a substitution in there for Verona. The boy that just got the foul there, number 7, Jason Gale. He is in there for Scott Burrows at one of the forward spots. Brings in a little bit more weight on the inside, not much more height. This is Hildebrandt on the line. Wondrock with the rebound as Hildebrandt misses both. Verona still ahead, 15-13. Wondrock gets it stolen away. This is Holowinski. Ball is tipped away. Wondrock comes up with it. Back to Gale. Gale back to Lonsdorf. And there for Verona right now, Gale, Wondrock, and Poles at the forward spots. Badran with the shot there, and he puts it in from 15 feet. Verona up 17-13. For the guards, for Verona, Lansdorf, and Bedran. The Bluebirds don't seem to be too successful from outside. They are trying primarily to get it into the big man, Hildebrandt. He has scored the vast majority of the points for him. Bedran will try another one. That one's no good. Weber with the rebound. And again, good block out there. That was Hildebrandt with the shot. Jason Gale with the rebound. Surprisingly enough, Verona kept possession of that ball. Lansdorf will pop. No good. Wondrock with the rebound. Up, around, and good. Verona up 6, 19-13. Hildebrandt. Derek Poles with the rebound. Oh, that ball is stolen away. And in and out. That was Egan with the steal down there on a 2-and-1 situation. As I said, the Bluebirds are quite successful in their defense. Good at stealing the ball away. Derek Poles with a rebound there, gets his own rebound again, shuffles it inside, loses the ball, and oh, it's getting a little rough underneath. Offensive foul called there on Derek Poles, and he quite literally pushed away some of the defenders as he was a little bit frustrated getting covered underneath the basket. Scott Burrows will come in now for Derek Poles. Derek with 3 fouls early in the game. Verona now in a 2-on-2 zone. Wondrock will be playing the inside. Burrows and Jason Gale low, and Lansdorf and Bedran up high. Verona's coach trying to counteract that inside movement with the big man, Hildebrandt, and that time it was successful as Verona steals the ball, and the Bluebirds get it right back. Reaching and foul on Jason Gale. Hildebrandt with a rebound, tries it again. Wondrock with the rebound. The Bluebirds losing an attempt to close the gap. Verona still ahead 19-13. Lansdorf will try one. A fadeaway, no good. The Bluebirds on a quick break. This is Holowinski. He gets tipped. He gets his own rebound. And that one was put up by Halfley, but he was fouled. The foul that time was on number 13, Joe Bedran. Bluebirds losing opportunities here to catch up. That one was good. They close it to within 5. Wondrock, Bedran. Verona doesn't seem to be moving the ball much. They are playing most of their offense in the forecourt. Oh, Lansdorf breaks free, but he was fouled. And committing the foul was Graham Hildebrandt. Lansdorf, during the regular season, quite good from the free throw line. And he makes the second. It's Holowinski. Jason Gale with a rebound. Out front to Wondrock, to Bedran. Give him an assist. Nice shot in there by Joe Bedran. This is 44, Anderson. Picked off. Lonsdorf. Back out to Burrows. Burrows will get it out to Bedran. The offense will reset. Bedran pops from 18. No good. Jason Gale up, and he is fouled inside. And that's another one on Graham Hildebrandt. 2 quick fouls. Jason Gale drawing the foul on Graham Hildebrandt. As you can see the score with just a little over 2 minutes left. Verona's ahead 22-14. This is the second game today for both these teams as they played a game earlier in the morning. And they also played a game last night, which would have been Friday night, March 4th. As I said earlier, this is being brought on a tape-delayed basis, brought to you on a tape-delayed basis. Foul inside. Scott Burrows got tied up inside. And the foul is on Weber. This is a two-game, or I should say a two-day tournament taking place on March 4th and 5th. Primarily 8th grade teams, although there are a lot of 7th graders on these teams. Most of the teams are from the Madison area. Derek Poles back in the game, gets those 2 points, 25-14. Holowinski. Hildebrandt tried to get the rebound. Wondrock came off with it. Lonsdorf feeds in. Jason Gale will go up. And we have a foul on Egan, number 41. 1:44 left, 26-14 Verona, their biggest lead. And there's a timeout on the floor. The other teams that are in the tournament, besides Verona and Speedway Bluebirds, St. James and St. Maria Goretti out of the Madison Catholic School League, Barneveld, McFarland, DeForest, and Milton. Milton, of course, being on the other side of Janesville, is probably the most distant team competing in the tournament. And the championship game, which will take place immediately after this game, which we do not have on tape, St. James will be facing DeForest. Jason Gale back on the line, and he'll shoot a pair. Jason Gale, one of the 3 7th graders playing for Verona, and he gets the second. Egan. That ball's tipped. And looks like Gale is going to pick up another foul as he fouled Hildebrandt. Last few times down the floor, it's either been Gale fouling Hildebrandt or Hildebrandt fouling Gale. Substitution, Scott Burrows will come in for Jason Gale. Gale picked up his 3rd foul, so 2 of the big men for Verona, Gale and Derek Poles, have 3 fouls here in the first half. The Bluebirds are within 12. Wondrock gets the rebound. Lonsdorf tries the pass, picked off by Hildebrand. Is Weber. And what do we have here? A little reaching in fall on Scott Burrows as Weber was going in. This game is taking place at the Verona Middle School gym. Wondrock gets that rebound. He'll help bringing the ball down the floor. Collapsing defense here on the Bluebirds, giving Verona a little trouble. Almost picked off. Wondrock gets it to Lonsdorf, who will take it in, and we have an easy basket as the man free Derek Poles puts up a little 5-footer. Hildebrand still doing the bulk of the scoring. The boys are trying to get it to him. Full court pressure put on here by the Bluebirds. That ball stepped out of bounds, but they will give it to the Bluebirds because Scott Burrows hung on to it as he was trying to fetch it from going out of bounds. Olowinski. Egan. That one was put up by Weber. Bluebirds are closing the gap somewhat. Badran, no good. Tipped out of bounds. Very little time left here in the second quarter. Burrows, oh, almost, and he did get it stolen. And there is another foul on a little body block by Derek Poles. I was incorrect before when I said that Derek had 3 fouls. He actually only had 2, but he does have 3 now. This is Egan on the line. Wondrock with the rebound. Up floor to Burrows. To Poles to try to get it to Wondrock, and that one dropped in. Is that going to be good? That was by Badran, and the referee said no, he shot it after the buzzer had sounded. So at the end of the first half of play, Verona has a comfortable 10-point lead, 29-19. And this first half for the Bluebirds, we have Hildebrand doing the bulk of the scoring, having 9 in the first quarter and 5 in the second quarter for 14 points. Halfley has 1 point, Holowinski has 2 points, and Weber has 2. For Verona, Wondrock has 12, Gale has 3, Lonsdorf has 1, Badran has 6, Burrows has 2, and Poles has 5 to round out the scoring. A little bit more balanced attack for Coach Wondrock's Verona Middle School team. Well, Verona won the first half. If they can win the second half here, they can go home today with a consolation trophy. I shouldn't say go home because this is their home gym. But it's the second half of play that counts. Verona will get it out. Bluebirds on a man-to-man attack. Burrows. That's Lonsdorf. He misses it. Graham Hildebrandt gets that rebound. Derek Poles is sitting on the bench right now, and as Hildebrand takes one easily in, closes the gap to 29-21. Coach Wondrock protecting as the ball is stolen there by Holowinski. Tipped out of bounds by Lonsdorf. As I was saying, Coach Wondrock is protecting his big center, but he may have to bring him off the bench shortly if Hildebrand keeps scoring as he has. Long shot outside by Weber. This is Burrows with the ball. And it's stolen again. There's Holowinski. A 2-on-1, and they get that one. Halfley with that shot. Stolen, almost stolen again, and it is stolen again by Holowinski. The Bluebirds with this very frustrating defense on the Verona team. Inside to Hildebrand, Wondrock tips it out. And Coach Wondrock's calling a timeout here to talk things over with his troops, as the Bluebirds have come back in dramatic fashion here to close the gap to 29-23. It seems as though Verona is having difficulty handling the scrambling press, the double teaming that is going on. And Coach Wondrock is explaining this problem right now to his 5 starters. Since the second quarter began, or third quarter began, Verona has yet to score, and we've had 2 quick baskets and a lot of other scrambling that could have led to some baskets by the Bluebirds. Coach Voss must have thought of something that was effective at halftime, and the boys are carrying it out for the Bluebirds. Holowinski will pop. No good. Jason Gale with a rebound. He's going to bring it down the floor himself, and he gets it down to Wondrock. Eric Lonsdorf. Scott Burrows. Gale with a rebound. No good. The big man, Graham Hildebrand, with that rebound. Hildebrand must be 5'11", 6 feet maybe. Holowinski. Wondrock with the rebound. A 2-on-1 for Verona into Badran. Nice assist by Eric Lonsdorf. 31-23 Verona. This is Weber. Egan. And just about throws that one over the basketboard. Lonsdorf should have an easy layup. And he got hooked there by Holowinski. It wasn't your love tap there. I think he grabbed his arm and caught Eric off balance. Popped around a little bit, but it went in. Verona by 9. And 10. Verona builds their 10-point lead back up again. They led by as many as a dozen at one point in the second quarter. Holowinski. You can see a three-point line out there, but the three-point shot is not in effect in this game. Hildebrand with the rebound, and I believe he is fouled inside there by Wondrock. Hildebrand will get a chance to increase it to 3, and he does. The Bluebirds are within 7 points now, 33-26. Full court pressure put on here by the Bluebirds. Wondrock, Badran, and Lonsdorf bringing that ball down. Burrows helps out a little bit from half court on. Derek Poles is back in the game as Jason Gill goes back out. He takes a shot, no good. Tipped back out by Wondrock. Vedran will try a 15-footer, no good. That one is pulled off there by Weber. Down the floor, Holowinski. Ooh, and he traveled. One too many shots as he was trying to avoid Wondrock inside. Full court pressure again. This is Joe Vedran. He will pop from 10. No good. Egan with the rebound. And he pops from 15. Lonsdorf with the rebound. That one was stolen away from him, but Wondrock got it back for him. Excuse me, that was Burroughs that got him back. Wondrock takes the ball in, and that one was stolen from Wondrock as he was trying to dribble in for a layup. Weber with that steal. Hildebrandt working down low. Derek Poles covering him. Weber saves it. Holowinski shoots it. And Graham Hildebrandt gets that rebound and puts it up. Couldn't tell whether or not that was a good pass or just a short shot. The ball was kicked there by Holowinski. I believe Verona will have it back out. A lot of scrambling and not an awful lot of scoring here. Verona still leads. Both teams have tended to go. Holowinski stealing that ball. This is Vedran. And he'll take a 15-footer. Puts it in. And the shot is good. That follows on Anderson. Basket is good, as the referee indicates. And Joe misses the three-point opportunity. Tipped away by Burroughs. Number 35 here, Weber, has an older brother who starts for Madison West. Holowinski and Weber at guards. Holowinski gets into some trouble. Verona's still in a 2-on-2 zone here in the second half. They started out early on a man-to-man. That one was popped from Holowinski. And Graham Hildebrandt, man on the spot. Gap is within 8. We have a foul. Eric Lonsdorf driving underneath, and he's fouled by Holowinski. Inside. Derek Poles tries a little fade away from the middle of the lane, and Graham Hildebrandt gets the rebound. Weber. Anderson. Excuse me, it's Manser in there now. There's Weber. Tries a bank shot, no good. Joe Vedran will bring it down. Oh, as he's trying to pass, Holowinski steals it, gets the easy layup. The Bluebirds are within 6 points. And Coach Wondrock wants to take a timeout, as the Bluebirds close the gap again to within 6. Excuse me. 3-point. I missed a basket in there. The bulk of the scoring here in the third quarter for the Bluebirds has been done again by Graham Hildebrandt and Jesse Manser. For Verona, not much scoring at all. Joe Bedron has scored, and Derek Poles has scored. Eric Lansdorf has a couple free throws. Steve Wondrock, who scored 10 points in the first quarter, hasn't been heard from here in the second half. So apparently there's some defense that the Bluebirds discovered during halftime that is working well against Verona. Long shot from the corner by Anderson. Lansdorf from 15, no good. Hildebrand is a power to be reckoned with underneath the boards. Oh, and an offensive foul on Weber. Scott Burrows planted himself in the lane, and that offensive foul called as Weber was driving through the lane. We have a substitution in the game. Jason Gale comes in for Scott Burrows, who took that collision quite well. Bluebirds are pressuring, but not quite as tough as they were early in the second half. About a minute left here in the third quarter. Lansdorf underneath the poles. It's good. Verona is starting to find their men underneath the baskets early on here in the second half. They haven't been seeing too many of the boys underneath. They've been playing up in the forecourt. It's Wondrock down to Bedron, and tries tipping it up. This is Weber. Lansdorf with the foul. Excuse me, that was Manzer with that shot. He can close this gap to within 2 points with this shot. And he does. 37-35. This is as close as these teams have been since early in the first quarter. Oh, a nice steal by Hildebrandt. About 7 seconds left on the clock. I think that's why he shot that from so far out. Bluebirds have really come back here in the third quarter. Verona has only scored 8 points here so far in the third quarter. And that's the end of the third quarter. With the gap closed to within 2, Bluebirds are fighting back, but still trail by 2, 35-37. In that third quarter, Hillebrand has got 9 more points, Manzer 5, Holowinski 2. For Verona, Lansdorf 2 free throws, Bedron 4 points, Poles 2. The leading scorer still for Verona is Wondrock, yet he hadn't scored a point in the third quarter. Verona only scored 8 points there in the third quarter and were outscored 16-8, hence the closeness of the score. This one could go down to the wire. There was one overtime game earlier. The first game that the Bluebirds played against McFarland ended up as an overtime game, and they lost it on a last-second shot. So I don't think Coach Voss would like to have that happen again, but he's experienced with that. This is the last quarter, and it's for all the marbles, or maybe I should say for the hardware. The winner of this particular game will receive the consolation trophy to be awarded later this evening. Bluebirds could tie it up here. They're spreading it out a little bit, but they're still looking for Hillebrand underneath as he keeps moving around. There's a pop from the outside, and it's a tie game. The Bluebirds still putting on a little pressure. Verona breaking it easily. Lonsdorf will come down underneath to the big man Poles. He puts Verona back up by 2. Badran steals it to Lonsdorf. And right away, Verona comes out and gets themselves back into this game. Holowinski back out to Weber. He'll pop from 20. No good. Wondrock with a rebound to Poles. To Badran. Almost loses it. Badran will pop from the free throw line. No good. Holowinski comes up with it. He's very fast. He'll take it down for rebound or for layup. Weber with a rebound. Wondrock finally comes up with it. And Holowinski will be called for reaching in. Lonsdorf seems to be having some problems here, and we may see a substitution. Derek Millar will be coming in for Eric Lonsdorf. I think that Eric might be a little bit tired of all the running he's been doing recently. Plus, this is the 3rd game within 24 hours for these boys. Wondrock will get it. He's covered by Weber. Oh, Millar loses the ball. A 2-on-1. Wondrock tips it down below, and Badran steps on the line, so the Bluebirds will get the ball. Weber and Holowinski running a little 2-on-2 drill. Tipped away, but the Bluebirds still control. Hildebrandt misses that one. They're still trying to go inside. Oh, and some ball handling difficulties underneath. Weber picks up that ball, and Verona comes back up with it. That could have been dangerous. Badran. And he is called for charging. This is the 2nd charge we've seen. Derek Millar will come out. Eric Lonsdorf comes back in. And that shot is good from the outside by Manzer. Gap is back to 2. 41-39 Verona. Jason Gale is in the game now for Scott Burrows. I take that back. That's Burrows, Gale, and Derek Poles. Wondrock was playing guard there. Jason Gale comes out of the game. So now we have the starters back in for Verona. Scott Burrows takes a shot from 5. No good. Coach Wondrock doing a little bit of shuffling in there to give some of his boys a rest. Nice shot from the outside. Under normal circumstances, that would be a 3-pointer. Tied up again. A 2-on-1 lost opportunity there by Eric Lonsdorf as the ball went off Derek Pohl's arm. Seems like some kind of a fatigue factor may be figured into the actions here in the 4th quarter. Nice steal there by Scott Burrows. Eric Lonsdorf will bring it down. A 15-footer there by Scott Burrows breaks the tie. And he hustles down the other end in time to foul Graham Hildebrandt. Verona still leads 43-41. You can see 3:37 left in this 7-minute quarter. So with half of the fourth quarter just about gone, the score still reflects only a 2-point margin as it did at the end of the third quarter. Hildebrandt missing that opportunity there to close the gap. They're within one. Pressure seems to be bothering Verona a little bit here, but they do get it down the floor. An assist by Scott Burrows and a basket by Derek Poles. Verona's up 45-42. They go to the big man. Hildebrandt misses that one. And what do we have here? Oh, this foul is called, I believe, on Weber. The two Verona boys had Weber sandwiched there, but he may have been over somebody's back. Bluebirds continually pressing here in the fourth quarter. Derek Poles underneath. That one was tipped away. Wondrock with the rebound. Verona up by 5. That shot no good by Egan. Oh, and Badran throws the ball, leading Lonsdorf, but Lonsdorf was not there. Holowinski brings it back. Egan, Holowinski, and Weber as Weber drives it in. Wondrock trying to tip it off one of the Bluebirds. That ball is tipped. Burrows with a rebound. Lonsdorf, primarily a guard. He doesn't get many of those underneath the basket shots. Verona's up 49-42. And there's a timeout called on the floor. Verona's come on strong here in the latter half of the fourth quarter. With 2:08 left, lead by 7. Not an insurmountable lead, as we've seen Verona lose a 12-point lead. Score was tied early in the fourth quarter here, 37, then again at 41. Verona was up 43-42 when they blew out to 3 consecutive baskets and now lead by 7. Scoring primarily coming from Lonsdorf, Burrows, Poles, and Wondrock. And Verona has been successful in keeping Hildebrandt without a basket so far here in the fourth quarter. Hildebrandt has scored 22 points up until this fourth quarter. This is down the stretch for the Hardware. Holowinski. He plays a strong point guard. Manzer. Still full court pressure here put on. Trapping the guards. Burrows. It seems as though Verona is passing quite a bit now, not necessarily going to the basket. And that was not a good pass, but fortunately for Verona, Hildebrandt couldn't keep the handle on it. Lonsdorf. He misses. It's like a 2-on-1 here. Holowinski, no good. And Wondrock fighting for the rebound ties it up. Due to the alternate possession, Verona will get the advantage this time. And dragging his foot on that play was Eric Lonsdorf. As I was saying earlier, a fatigue factor may be figured in here late in the game. Verona's still up by 5. The Bluebirds trying to pop from the outside. They were more successful getting the ball to the inside and haven't yet got the ball to Hildebrand for a shot. Or I should say he hasn't scored. This time the Bluebirds get the advantage of the jump ball. Wondrock with the rebound. And he is fouled underneath. Weber fouled Wondrock that time. Wondrock will go to the line for a one-on-one. Verona up by 6. And that may be it for the Bluebirds as Verona's up by 7 here late in the game. And Wondrock gets called for the foul. Holowinski will go to the line. As Coach Merlin Voss, apparently conceding here, makes some wholesale substitutions. Halfley, Anderson, Schmitz. Coach Wondrock brings in Chad Kavan for Scott Burrows. That makes the second. Some more substitutions coming in here for both teams. Pat Schneider now in for Derek Poles. Chad Kavan misses that shot. This ball is stolen by Manzer. 51-47. Just a few seconds left. That foul is on number 32, Carlson, making his first appearance here. Madron misses that one. And this should be it. And Verona wins